Man, oh man, oh man. This was a tough one. This was indeed a tough one. What a crappy 2020. I gotta say that off the break. What a fucking shitty and crappy 2020. I just want for 2020, can we please, for the love of God, for the love of all humanity, can we please be done with 2020 already? This is just such a shitty fucking year. It's not even funny. It's getting ridiculous right now. If you'd have told me that in 2020, we would deal with the tragic passing of NBA star Kobe Bryant, we would be going through such a heated political season right now. To see my brothers and sisters that are continuing to deal with bad police officers. Yes, self-accountability, as I always say, it can go around on all fronts. But to see unarmed black men and women and other minorities' lives be taken at the hands of corrupt police officers, that's been dominating 2020. We've got these hurricanes that are running around. We've got this pandemic that has crippled our economy tremendously and has affected the way that we all interact with one another. All of that's going on. And yet here we are with another tragedy that has just come out of left field. As Black Panther star Wakanda Forever, Chadwick Boseman, dead at the age of, a lot of discrepancy as far as his age, if it's 42, 43, but either age 42 or 43, losing his battle to cancer, pancreatic cancer. I'm speechless right now, folks. I am very, very, very speechless right now. Furious would be an understatement, but I'm just really speechless right now. I want to, for the next little bit that I'm live on air, I don't want this to be as long-winded as possible, but if you found out the news as well, you're more than welcomed to share your reactions and everything to this. I'm kicking back, I'm watching the 10 o'clock news with my woman, and because I told her, true story, I have not watched the news in probably a week and a half. And I said to my girl earlier today, as we were eating dinner, I say, you know what? We got to watch the news because, we've been kind of out of the loop for past little bit. We need to see what's going on. The one time I decide I want to watch the news, we're watching the 10 o'clock news. And we're watching in real time. And I got the news playing. I'm on Fox 5 here in Washington, D.C. I've got the news playing. I'm on my phone. I'm just interacting with people on social media. I'm just reading my Twitter feed and everything. And the next thing you know, I come across Chadwick Boseman, dead, loses his battle to cancer. And I'm going, holy shit. And first link, I'll give credit where it's due. The first link I see is from a news affiliate I follow out in Florida. I'm going, this can't be real. Anybody that's got Bing or Google, mainly Bing, you know how you go to the Bing homepage and the first thing you see is whatever trending news topics. I don't even see Chadwick on there. I'm going, okay, so this is probably a hoax. I do a little bit more digging and no, this is accurate. This is legit. This is, I'm fucking crushed. The oxygen that is in my lungs right now, it's sucked out right now. It's like I thought the Kobe Bryant loss was something. And I sobbed like a baby off and on that week of his passing.
probably the biggest one that really hit me, I was taking a shower and I just dropped to my knees and I was in fucking tears over the loss of Kobe Bryant. That was a real punch to the gut for me. The only other time I felt like that was when I found out the tragic passing of Robin Williams. And then right now, here I am once again with that punch to the gut. This time is Chadwick Boseman. I wish we could all take some type of sedation right now and we can just bypass 2020. Just, we got September, October, November, December. Honestly, I wish, and we didn't have to worry about eviction. We didn't have to worry about mortgage. We didn't have to worry about car insurance or anything. Our loved ones are taken care of. We're all okay. I wish we could all just take a goddamn sedative right now and we could just power through the rest of 2020 and just wake up January 1st, 2021. Because this has been, in my lifetime, I can't speak for others, but in my respected lifetime, this is crazy. This December, I'm turning the big 4-0. And this has to be the craziest year that in my lifetime I can recall. It's crazy. It's crazy. Great actor. Great human being. And, one of the first things that clicked in my mind is I was trying to process everything. One of the last times that I saw Chadwick Boseman, and you guys can share your own, experiences as well, whether it was in person or just you saw him on a talk show, but one of the last times that I can recall seeing him on TV, it had to do with paying tribute to Kobe Bryant. And it's so ironic because there was an episode of Inside the NBA on TNT just from a few days ago. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Y'all know exactly the episode of Inside I'm talking about, where Lakers were officially recognizing Kobe Bryant Day and everything. And Kenny the Jet Smith, shout out to him. Kenny the Jet Smith, he did something that was really freaking cool. He and I missed it the first go round, but apparently he wanted to recreate some iconic photos from Kobe Bryant's NBA lifespan and everything, some key moments from his career. And he had invited Common, he invited Chadwick, or a few others that he invited. And I just remember, I didn't think nothing much of it at the time, but I remember looking at it and I said, Chadwick's gotten kind of small there. What's going on? And I just said, well, okay, he's no longer in the Black Panther mode. It's all good. And it just went in one ear and out the other. I didn't think nothing much of it, but I remember looking at it going, well, he's pretty small. What's going on with him? He's kind of very small, looked kind of fragile. Those were immediately the thoughts I was thinking. But I didn't think none much of it after that. I just, maybe that's just his natural build. And I didn't think nothing much of it. I'm watching the Fox 5 report and they're saying apparently this man was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer 4 years ago. And so whatever movies he was shooting in between, he was doing it through chemo treatment. Now just stop and think about that for a second, people. Just stop and think about that for a second. What does that tell you about Chadwick? The fact that here was this man fighting for his very survival. And this man was doing chemo treatments in between his projects. That tells you about the man's heart. That tells you about his dedication. That's what that tells you. That's a lot of heart, because most people, they wouldn't be able to do that. I mean, for me, and I know this younger generation that's coming up and everything, that are big fans of Chadwick and everything. I don't know how young you all were when Patrick Swayze was still around, but this reminds me so much of the great effort, of the great fight, the great spirit that Patrick Swayze had when he was battling pancreatic cancer. And one of the last projects that Patrick Swayze did, it was a TV series that was called The Beast, and it was on A&E. Now, you older fans, you may remember it, but let me know if you do, because I am seeing what you guys are saying in the comment section and everything, but let me know if you guys remember that series. But that was one of the last projects that Patrick Swayze did. And at this point, he had pretty much shot down the rumors that, he's going to be dying any minute. I can't remember if it was the interview that he gave to Barbara Walters, but basically he was saying, hey, I'm fighting it. Reports about my death. Nah, that's total BS. Like, I'm fighting this. I'm going to be okay. You just wait and see. And when you're watching The Beast, you're watching some of his most brilliant work, some of his most finest acting. And the series was a hit. It was a hit. And you were kind of left to the impression, well, Patrick Swayze saying he's fighting it, he's kicking its ass, and everything's okay. One day at a time. All right, Patrick. But then it just, as we all know, eventually he lost that fight. He lost that battle. But that was some of his most finest work that he left behind and everything. But I just was immediately, as soon as just so many things going on in my head at the same time, hearing about Chadwick Boseman, I just couldn't help but immediately think about what was going on during that particular period when we found out about Patrick Swayze and he lost his battle to pancreatic cancer. Cancer fucking sucks. Yeah, we all gotta admit that. Fucking cancer sucks. And in case you guys did not know, it was announced that there's going to be a Black Panther 2. Remember, when Black Panther was done, Black Panther was supposed to be just a one-off movie. It was just supposed to be a one-off movie, but it was so freaking popular. I can only imagine how it was for our parents, and maybe even to a degree our grandparents. Like, let's say when Shaft came out. And I use Shaft as an example because when Shaft first came out, everybody that was black at that time, that was kind of like their superhero, yo. John Shaft was their superhero. So, I can only imagine how it was back then, but just think back to Shaft. And in some ways, you look at when that first Black Panther dropped. Man, our people, everybody, it was like, that was our Shaft moment right there when Black Panther dropped. This was only supposed to be a fucking one-off movie. A one-off movie. But then it was, nah, man, so probably we gotta figure out a way to make this happen. We gotta figure out a way to do this. Come on, let's go. Let's do this. So it took some time, but eventually Black Panther 2 was announced. This joint's supposed to be coming out in 2022. Obviously, with Chadwick's passing, now you can't help but go, okay, so when the time is right, obviously executives and all that, they got to think about, okay, so what's going to happen? Are we going to go on with a part 2? What exactly are we doing here? What's up? But listen to this. This is his IMDb page. As far as the projects that were either in pre-production, filming, or was already completed. Just home in on this real quick here. Now, he just completed Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. Again, he just completed that. And I'm looking at the synopsis for this. Apparently, Chicago, 1927, a recording session. Tensions rise between Ma Rainey, her ambitious horn player, and the white management determined to control the uncontrollable mother of the blues. Based on a prize winner August Wilson's play. It's directed by George C. Wolfe. All right, sounds like, that's pretty good. Viola Davis leads the cast along with Chadwick. They're the main two, top billing right there. So that sounds like it's going to be pretty good. Doesn't look like this has dropped just yet. If anybody has any information on some of these projects that I'm naming, you want to put a date out there, let me know. But that's one project that was apparently just completed. Then you got another one, What If TV series. This isn't supposed to be dropping until 2021. Apparently this ties into Black Panther, and he apparently did the voice of the Black Panther. So again, What If, you Marvel comic book fans, y'all should know about What If. Basically, it is exploring pivotal moments from the Marvel Cinematic Universe and turning them on their heads. Basically, taking you into territories of, kind of like, what if Spider-Man never got bitten by the radioactive spider? What if instead it was, insert this name, kind of one of those type of deals. All right. So that is not supposed to be dropping until 2021. Then you got another one that's in pre-production. There's not that many. It's only this and Black Panther 2. So folks, if you think this is going to be long-winded, it's not. I mean, that just kind of shows you as far as the projects that he was working on, it was kind of getting a bit shorter and shorter and shorter, kind of understandable. But the next one, Yasuka, apparently that was in pre-production. This one, the true story of the 16th century warrior Yasuki. In his quest for redemption and honor, Yasuki, the only known samurai of African origin, becomes entrenched in a struggle for control of Japan. I'm not seeing any additional info as far as the cast goes for this one. I'm even clicking the clicking the credits for the full joint. I see Chadwick is a producer for this one. I see a couple of executive producers, but I don't see anything else as far as the rest of the cast goes, sadly. And then, other than that, Black Panther 2, which was announced for 2022, that's it. That is it. As far as like, okay, well, did anything drop in 2020 with Chadwick that you all might be interested in? You got The Five Bloods. That's out. Other than that, you go to 2019, 21 Bridges. I'm going backwards now. Avengers Endgame, Avengers Infinity War, Black Panther. I mean, y'all can pretty much see the rest of this list yourself, but as you kind of see, a couple of projects here and there. I'm just reminded as I'm getting ready to turn the big 4-0. It's a painful reminder as an African American, and I can't stress this enough. It's a fact. It's truth. But sadly, black men are more likely to be diagnosed with some form of cancer, be it prostate, be it pancreatic. It just happens. So I can't stress it enough. Black men out there, I'm talking to you guys. The moment that you are essentially 35 and up, start asking your doctor, hey, when should I start getting my prostate checked on? I mean, is it honestly, if you don't mind it and you're willing as of 35 on, start getting your prostate and all that checked out, make sure everything is running smooth, fucking do it. Early detection is key. Early detection is key. I know sometimes even with early detection, man, the chips are going to fall where it's going to fall. But I can't stress it enough because there's too many of us brothers out there that are losing our lives way too soon because of this shit, because of this fucking stupid cancer. So I know some of you guys don't like the whole, man, I'm too tough. I'm too tough. I don't want to be bending over and I don't want no hand going up my ass and all this other, you got to put that pride to the side. You got to put that pride to the side. It's for your health. It's for your health. Okay? So suck it up. Your family will thank you later, especially with early detection, man. Your family will thank you later. So that's the first thing that I want to encourage. And that really goes out to everybody, but particularly, statistics show it's a fact that, unfortunately for us black men, we are just more likely to get one of those two forms of cancer. So, you gotta, it just blows my mind, guys. It really does. It blows my mind. I got the big 4-0 creeping up on me in a couple of months, and to just hear of Chadwick passing away, Kobe passing away, some of my beloved idols that I grew up on, these are just stark reminders of just how precious mortality is. And I can't stress it to y'all here. If there's one big thing I want y'all to take away from this joint that I'm putting out right now, and I see everybody's comments. I love seeing what everybody is saying. Please, you need a place to vent, just share your thoughts, react to the news. This is where you want to be. Just this is, we're all in this together. I'm hurting, you're hurting, we all are hurting right now. This other than Kobe, this one really fucking hurts. This hurts on so many levels. This hurts not just from a sci-fi genre. This doesn't just hurt from a comic book fan perspective. This doesn't just hurt from a cinematic perspective. This doesn't just hurt from there's so many layers of hurt to this that we all are feeling right now with this. I'm sure many of you are shocked, you're angry, you're confused, you're sad, you're crying. I'm right there with you. It took me a minute before I had finally sat down and watched Black Panther. It took me a couple of years. You know what, though? When I finally did watch Black Panther, I said, God damn, this movie's the shit. I became a big fan of Chadwick after that. I'm like, man, anything this dude touches, I'm on it. I was on him like Mahershala Ali. Like, everything this dude touched, like, okay, let's see what else this dude got. We ain't going to be able to recover from this for a long time. But I'm going to end it with this. If there's a couple of things I'm just taking away from tonight and just 2020 in general. Life is too short. So while you are still here on this earth, while you are still here on this realm, make an impact. What is going to be your legacy that you want to leave behind for others? What do you want for people to remember greatly of you? What is the biggest contribution that you will be leaving behind for your peers and the next generation to pick up and run with? That's what I want you all to think about. Live each day to the fullest. You feel me? Live each day to the fullest. Live each day to the fullest. Tap into your fullest potential and succeed. No regrets. If your life were to end tomorrow, I'm going to say it again. If your life were to end tomorrow, I want you to be able to go wherever we go after this, knowing that you left a mark. You feel me? You left a mark. The most impactful and positive mark. You feel me? That's what I want you all to go away with. Hug the one that you love and care about the most. I don't care how many times you already said I love you to that person already. You make sure you hug them extra tight tonight, today. I don't know what the time zone is, time you're going to be checking this. But fucking hug them. It's the little things, man. It's the little things. You got to appreciate the here and the now. And you got to run with it, man. You got to tap into that fucking potential. I've always believed that we're here for something. We're here for some type of a great purpose while we're here on this realm, and we got to tap into it. So those are going to be my words I'm going to end this with, man. But this one hurts. This one fucking hurts, man. This one fucking hurts. Somebody's asking, like, how did he die? Like, he lost his battle to pancreatic cancer. I mean, what more nitty gritty do we need to tap into? I mean, the only thing we know right now, my friends, complications related to a full year battle with colon cancer. He passed away at his home. Apparently, he passed away earlier today. So I'm sure as more information comes in, we'll kind of know a little bit more. Hopefully the family will release some type of a statement as far as if we all want to maybe, send our thoughts, our prayers. I'm sure they're going to be offering something. Hopefully, something will come about in the coming days. But I can't implore you enough. Let's try to give his family their respected space, give them their moment to grieve and everything. And but yeah, this one hurts. This one definitely hurts. All right, y'all. That's gonna do it. I'm gonna go ahead and shut this down. Look, before I get ready to roll out, look, y'all appreciated this. You know what to do. I don't even need to tell y'all know what to do. Smash the like button, all that jazz. I ain't making no money off of this. I ain't monetizing this. I just wanted to come on here, react to the news, and give a place where everybody can just come and keep the comments coming. I'm continuing to read what everybody is saying, and I'll do my best to try to respond to every single one of you guys. All right? But just remember everything that I had said, especially towards that tail end, and fucking make it happen, yo. All right? All right, that's going to do it. As I always close out, until next go around, I'm wishing all y'all to be safe. Most importantly, please be kind to one another. I will check y'all out next go round. Y'all take care.